Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Semi Socialite, man.
What up, what up? It's your boy EJ here.
And we back
We back.
to discuss all the great and wonderful things happening in Atlanta sports lately.
Literally. Not just one team, but two.
Yeah, because that other team ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about them Braves.
Shout out to Ronald, though. Ronald Acuna, that's my boy.
And my boy Matt O's.
So, the NBA draft just happened, right?
Yup.
Shout out my boy AJ Terrell. You already know.
You already know AJ too.
You know, yeah.
You already know what's up.
Yeah, NBA draft just happened, and the Hawks, man, the Hawks had 2 first-round draft picks coming into what we thought was a draft.
Yeah.
But then you text me the day before the draft, and what did they do?
What did they do? Well, they got the unicorn. That's right. They got Chris Stapps, Porzingis, K Porzi, Tingus Pingus.
Is that I thought his name was, KP, but what?
KP, he got a bunch of names. But in case you didn't hear. In case you didn't hear, a lot of unicorns. In case you didn't hear, he is an Atlanta Hawk now. The Boston Celtics sent him down here, and we are excited to have him. Hope he stays healthy and has a great season for us. I know he will, though.
It's crazy because, the deal came out of nowhere. Obviously, Boston has decided that without Jason Tatum, that they're going to try to clean house. Earlier that week, they traded Drew Holiday away. We got lucky with Prozingis. It seems like they're trying to trade Jaylen Brown as well.
Yep.
So we just happen to be on the come up because we gave up our first round draft pick at number 22.
Yep.
In addition to Terrence Mann, who we just got last year for trading away Bogey to the Clippers. And also we got rid of Niang, who we got from the Cleveland deal where we sent off DeAndre Hunter. And a second round pick, I think in this year's draft. Who cares? So we sent some people to. It was a 3-team trade actually. So shout out to Brooklyn.
For sure.
We were able to send. I think we sent Terrence Mann to Brooklyn.
Had that terrible contract. We don't need that. You already know.
And we got Prozingis. It's gonna be only for a year. As of now, he can re-sign if he wants to. Obviously, I think anybody after playing with the assist man, Trae Young, they're going to want to come play with us. So,
they want
as long as Prozingis is healthy, I think he's going to be a really great piece for us. For sure. And it's something that nobody planned for. So, it's kind of like, if it works, amazing. If it doesn't work, well, we never thought we was going to have him anyways. So, hey, I think it's a win.
Kind of just filling our lap.
It's definitely a win-win for the Hawks. But that wasn't all they did.
Wasn't all they did, no.
Boy, draft night. They hosted a draft party at State Farm Arena. This is one of the first draft parties that I personally chose not to attend in the last few years because I'm just like, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting on them to draft at 13.
Right.
And then
it was a long wait. I don't know if y'all saw, but these players that were getting drafted, they did something different this year. Y'all know how they shake a few people's hands before they walk on the stage and stuff. But this year they went overboard with it. They shook 10 hands, 10, 15 hands before they got on the stage. I'm like, okay, bro, we get it. You can shout them out, bro. I just thought that was a little crazy. It was very long to get to 13.
But then we didn't pick 13.
Nope.
Because our friends, the New Orleans Pelicans,
that we always fleece,
which is, again, New Orleans teams love us so much. They really be acting like they don't, but clearly they do. New Orleans wanted to move up to number 13, and so
they drafted
the
Derek
Hawks.
Queen. They got Derek Queen.
The Hawks decide that they want to trade back with the Pelicans to pick 23, which would have been, which is basically after both of our picks that we would have had, which solidifies my thoughts about the process in the offseason. I mean, we wasn't going to find what we needed in the draft.
Right.
So, unless it happened to be a center, and clearly the pick that we got from the Pelicans to move down 10 spots is going to be history, because we will get the pick next year in 2026 unprotected, and it'll either be the highest pick between the Pelicans and the Bucks, who both are missing their starting point guards due to Achilles injuries.
So, yeah.
So,
Great
again, having to wait a lot longer to pick 23, we decided that we wanted to pick a UGA player for whatever reason.
Like another Bird team did, but
I have no idea why they love UGA. But, yeah.
He's a Georgia Tech.
We have a new player called Asa Newell, and he is 19 years old, so I know he's going to be on the bench. But, he's from Atlanta. He played with UGA, so he kind of knows, like, our culture. And so now, let's see what's up with him. I mean, he was on the SEC All-Freshman team. Yep. Played in the Jordan Brand Classic, Nike Hoop Summit. He's tall, 6'10". That's not average height in the NBA. Like, NBA average height is usually like 6'6", 6'7" type shit. So 6'10" is actually like good for a center, and he doesn't have to like start.
Nope.
We have double O like right now. Now we got Prozingis, so he'll get a chance to play. But I just know that I hope we don't have to do the College Park Skyhawks route. Nothing wrong with the Skyhawks. Love the Skyhawks. Yeah, don't like when they take our players away from us.
Right, because they be keeping them a little too long. We need them back.
So congratulations, Asa Newell. I'm excited to have you as a Hawk.
For sure.
Can't believe you're 19. Dogs. That's freaking crazy. Like, so any other moves that happened in the NBA that got you like I don't know, like you feel any type of way about anything that happened?
I'm not gonna say I'm feeling a type of way, but because it don't concern the Hawks. But I mean, this Ace Bailey stuff. What you think of that?
I mean, you gonna let the people know what he did, or you want me to let the people know what he did?
I mean, shoot. Well, yeah, Ace Bailey, as you guys know, got drafted to the Utah Jazz at the 5th pick. He was purposely dropping his draft value, his draft stock, days before the draft. Not sure who he's around. That's putting this into his mind. That's making him think that this is the right route to take. But he didn't even fly out to Utah today like other players did with their teams and stuff. He didn't fly out to Utah. He's expected to be there this upcoming Monday. It's people, expected, and people are concerned, curious, as to how serious he is about being a part of that organization, because he only left 3 teams on the list that he was willing to be a part of. Everyone else was basically, not even an option for him. Can't remember what the teams were, but I know one of them was the Wizards. We're just gonna see what Ace Bailey's, rookie season is looking like, if he even goes through with this Utah Jazz stuff. But Paul George spoke on it and was shedding light on the situation, saying that he's in no position to be making moves like this and stuff, and he needs to think this through, and because you can be out the league like that if you just mess this up right here. So he's a talented player, very talented player from Atlanta. So
I mean, at the end of the day, this is the new generation of how things happen, and these old people just gonna keep talking out the side of their neck because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, these players are coming from college where they are getting paid millions of dollars already. These are not just These are not the players that are just trying to make it out the mud. Like, oh my God, I grew up so poor and blah, blah, blah. These kids have money. So with that and with the change of generations, they do have a decision that they can make. They can do all that. However,
college no more.
However, the teams can fight back in the ways that they want to fight back. Just like he didn't want to get drafted by the Jazz, and he still got drafted by the Jazz. Cool. But I don't see anything wrong with the man if he don't want to do workouts for certain teams. Everybody has always had a choice of what teams they work out for. It's only a big deal now because they think that the kids are being like divas or whatever. But it's literally the same thing has always happened.
Yeah.
In NFL and NBA. So I don't have a problem with the man only working out for teams he wanted to get drafted by. At the end of the day, we did that. We used to do that on 2K. And if we still might get drafted by a team we didn't want to get drafted by. And like, we either restarted or dealt with it. And
no one, yes, that happens, but no one, like, it's not often a player just comes out and is like, oh, publicly, these are the teams I want to play for. You might turn down the workout, but nobody's going to go to social media and say, like, yeah, these are the teams that I want to play for, blah, 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 or be in an interview saying that. Like, it's like, you don't do that.
Well, the new days you can. It's a job.
It ain't right. So, all you young talents that's coming up, that's going to be future NBA players.
Do what you want to do.
Just do right.
You fought for the people before you fought for your right to choose, and now you have the right to choose.
It is an honor to be a part of any NBA team.
Your talent got you there.
It's an honor.
And you can have a say so. You don't have to be somebody's slave, master, or slave owner or whatever. You're not a slave. You got an opinion. And that's what these white owners want.
You have an opinion.
They want to think that they control everything you do. And I'm happy that players are finally not letting that shit happen.
Don't be arrogant about it. Don't be Shadur about it though.
Well, Shadur wasn't. He didn't get drafted because they were being racist and hating on him.
No, well, not really that, but that his at the same time,
I ain't talking about that right
anyway, now. Yeah, you get it. So, y'all get it.
Yeah. Excited about the Hawks season? Maybe. We'll see what happens because free agency still needs to happen. We still need something in free agency. But me and EJ will be right back to discuss the other Atlanta team.
The other one.
The Atlanta Falcons. But as for the Hawks and the NBA, we'll see you next time. Crazy.